Howdy, 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 guys. Welcome to Wizard101 Guides. And, oh, geez, I forgot to turn on the sound. It's really awkward. There we go. Okay, we're good. We are all set and good to go. So, how are you guys doing today? What is up with you guys? Tell me what's going on with you guys right now. Just go ahead and comment it. I'll give you a minute. We got Blaze up in here. We got Blaze going ham together, going on this boat like it's Pirate 101, going through the sand like we just are one. Alright, so, anyways, what I'm about to tell you guys is something that I really hope you guys would go check out for me. So, before you do anything else right now, I uploaded a vlog on Critical Guides yesterday. Okay, so it was probably one of my favorite vlogs ever. This looks like Pirate 101. It was one of my favorite vlogs ever, you guys, because it was my first ever drone footage, okay, and I'm really proud of it. I really want it to get noticed, I want it to get seen, and I spent a lot of money on this drone, and I'm hoping in return I could get some views from it back, you know what I mean? So yeah, if you guys would just really be ever so kind as to check out that video, because it was really a really cool video to do, and yeah, it was just really cool. Simple as that. And yeah, just go check it out. I'll link in the description. I'll put up one of those little card thingies that pops up in the right hand corner, so you guys can click on that or go to the link in the description. You guys, I am so serious, you need to check this out. I'm really proud of it, and you guys will want to see it too, because it's really awesome. In addition, you guys need to subscribe to Critical Guides. We're almost at 200 subs on that channel. I'm uploading one of my best ever drone shots. I filmed this one a couple days after my first one, and this one is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And you guys have to see that, so I want you guys to subscribe. Make sure you watch that, okay? As of right now, there's like a handful of views on the channel. Maybe on that video, the vlog from yesterday, there's like 20 views, but you know, that's not going to cut it, okay? I want to see plenty of comments on that, and I'll tell you why. You'll understand why I'm so excited about it later on. Trust me, you guys will want to check it out. So another Wizard101 news, we have, I don't know if it's still going to be on today, but you guys, right now, we can get a 1-year membership for 60 bucks, opposed to the usual 80. So you're going to get 20 bucks off today if you go ahead and buy that. Maybe someday Wizard101 Guides, quote unquote us, will be ever so famous as to give you guys discount codes, you know? I'm just kidding. I don't know how much that would work, but you know, it's always worth a shot, right? Maybe someday King's Owl will give us codes to give to you guys to get discounts and stuff. So hopefully this is a wrap on this first battle here. But I have plenty of stuff to actually talk to you guys about today, and I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing is, I mentioned a while back, you guys, that there's this website that I use that I get 20% plus, 20% and up of a discount on Amazon. It's not hard to do. It's really easy to do. And if you guys wanted to try it, go ahead and watch that video. I'm being dead serious too, because it really works. And I made a video for it. I can't remember if it was on Critical Guides or Wizard101 Guides, one of the two, and it was showing you guys how I got that 20% off. And think about it like this: that $500 drone I got, you get 20% off, which is like a usual steal. That's the typical amount you're gonna get off. You can get a little bit more, give or take 5%. Typically, I average at 23% off, and yes, you can go up to every minimal 1%. But yeah, so it's easy to save money on there. So say you get a $500 drone, you save 20%, that's $100, and now you just got that $500 drone for 400 bucks. That's what I'm talking about, you know. That's what it's like.
This bill of lading looks not quite. If you step on my boat, I can take you back down river.
Alright, now we're getting Blaze to talk to him here. Alright, so it's supposed to go back onto this boat. Not exactly sure. Follow Blaze, man.
Step into the boat and I'll take you back down river. You can talk to War Oliphant.
Okay, so in other freaking news, you guys, I want you guys, anybody out there who gives a dang, I know I've added some of you on PS4, some of you I haven't. But if you guys ever come across the game in next month when it comes out, if you guys get the game No Man's Sky, you know, we're gonna hit each other up on that. It's basically a sandbox full of like hundreds or no, thousands, I think, of planets, something like that. And yeah, it's like an infinite universe. It never goes away, and it's like a million times the size of Minecraft maps. So if you guys ever do want to play with me on there, go ahead and make sure you leave your PSN name, because unfortunately this one isn't coming to Xbox. So my Xbox guys, we are out of luck on that situation, unless you want to get a PS4 and add me on there. But if I had to pick between the PS4 and the Xbox One, I'm definitely more of an Xbox fanboy than a PlayStation fanboy. I just, because all my friends play on Xbox, you know, and that's how it's been. My first ever like gaming console was the PlayStation 2, and I had the slim version. It was pretty freaking awesome. I loved it. That's when I got into Star Wars Battlefront 1. It was probably one of my favorite games, favorite consoles ever made. I remember telling my friend in 2nd grade when it came out, I think it came out in 1st grade maybe for me, but in 2nd grade I was like, dude, I just got a freaking PS2, and I didn't actually get it yet. That was the funny thing. I totally lied to this kid because I wanted him to be my friend in 2nd grade because he had a PS2, and I was like, dude, I just got a PS2, it's so freaking cool, and I didn't get it. And I came home from school that day, and it was actually the day before my birthday, or the day before my birthday. My mom gave me a PS2 like the day early, and I'm like, no way, I just lied about that at school, and I felt so guilty because I literally lied about having a PS2. But to my luck, I got one that night. That was just absolutely insane. I don't know how I pulled that off, to be honest. I don't know, but yeah, to this day, and that's all I got for my birthday. I mean, but I was so thankful for that. I used that thing for so many more years after that, all the way up until I think 7th grade. So 5 years I had that PS2 in total use. Until 7th grade, I got my first Xbox 360. My first ever game, I got 2 games actually in one, was the what was it, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1. Two of my, probably my favorite Call of Duties. I also liked MW3, and then after that it started to get crappy. But anyways, yeah, I just, it was just a really awesome game. My favorite Call of Duty probably has to be Black Ops 1, but, yeah, and one of the coolest things about that news is that Black Ops 1 is now backwards compatible on Xbox One, and, man, that is the most exciting news I've heard all day, or all week. Came out on Tuesday, I believe, and guess what? I've been playing Black Ops 1 every single day since then, except for the days like I had a lot of work. But for the past week, I've been playing Black Ops 1 on my Xbox One for so freaking long. I played last night. Today's Sunday, right? Well, for me it's Saturday, but on Friday night I played all the way up until 3 in the morning, and that's the reality, honestly. Because I have some unfortunate news, I have to bring it in maybe towards the middle of the video rather than before or later. But you guys know, since I got the drone, it was very expensive, and all the accessories I'll be getting for it are so expensive.
The librarian. Probably in the librarian.
Because everything I got for it was so expensive, it's very unlikely that I can do the next PC build this summer. But don't count it out just yet. I wanted to have a completely brand new epic desk setup, but that drone really cut into my finances, respectively, and that's it kind of sucks. But the thing is, I'm going to be getting a new job, hopefully, like I told you guys in one of the previous videos, that hopefully I'll be getting a new job at Target. They've already given me a job position, but as of right now, they're doing like background tests and drug tests and all those kind of things, which are in the works, and it could take, I told them I couldn't really work until I got out of school, which for me is in June. I think my sister told you guys. Oh, we got the elephant graveyard coming in here. Yeah, so in June for me, which is kind of sucky. I know it's a lot later than most of us in America get out, at least. And yeah, so I have to wait a while before I can get into a real serious job like that. And also where I work for the school, they pay me like $13 an hour, but I work full time during the summer as opposed to just a few hours a day or even a week during the school year. And yeah, something like that. But if I work Target and that school job, that's two part-time jobs that end up almost being full-time, like more than full-time if you put them together. And that's kind of hard kind of hard to pull off when you're just a teenager, you know, and owning a YouTube channel. That's like a really difficult task to do. So I had to try and balance it out as best as possible, you know, for me to achieve that. I also have some pretty cool news for you guys that I know I asked you in a vlog on this exact channel about some advice because, you know, I needed a date for senior ball. So the weirdest thing happened to me. I don't want to sound like a weirdo. I don't want to sound like a weirdo. So every couple days at lunch, I go down to this. I walk down a couple blocks from my school, and there's like this little Mexican market, I guess you could call it, that I go to all the time, like a couple times a week. And I go there with my friend Jason. You guys know him. And every time we go there, there's also this other girl who goes there, and she's in the same grade as me. She's a senior in high school. She goes there a couple times a week also. And then we just like say hi, blah blah blah, talk for a couple minutes, and then, you know, we both leave and go our separate ways. And the weird thing here is that I've talked to her all these times, and I never even knew she was in the same grade as me until last week. I asked her, hey, what grade are you in? And she said she was a senior. I'm like, oh, what the heck, are you going to senior ball? And I thought she had a boyfriend too, and not only that. So I was like, and she's like, no. I'm like, well, what about your boyfriend? He's a senior too. Why isn't he going? Or aren't you guys going? She goes, oh, we're not dating anymore. Apparently he went to a strip club or something. And he had a girlfriend, which is really weird if you ask me. Why would you go to a strip club if you had a girlfriend? I don't know. I don't know. That's just unacceptable. But anyways, so I was like, well, this is kind of a random question, but you know, I don't have a date, you don't have a date, you want to like maybe go to senior ball together, I don't know, something like that. And then to my audacity, what's the word for this, to my unexpectations, she said, yeah, sure. And I was like, well, that was pretty freaking easy. After all this stress, I wasn't actually gonna go to ball. I really wasn't, because the first two options, A and B, were it was just a big mess. And I've never even had an issue like getting a girl for a dance before, but this one was just so difficult because I haven't talked to any girls during this semester of my school year. I just haven't, because all my classes are mostly like male classes. Not to like single out that girls can't take them, it's just how it worked out, because the first class is just a sole class. It's an elective for learning about the Vietnam and Korean Wars, and there's literally 2 girls in that class, and both of my boyfriends, right? So whatever. My next class is metal shop. There's literally 1 girl in that class, and she's like a freshman or something like that. So that's, you know, I haven't talked to her. And then my next class after that, I'm a TA, so I'm a teacher assistant. He doesn't have a class in there. It's just me and him because that's his prep period. So he just grades papers, I grade papers, I help him with all of his electronic stuff. I help him set up his Spotify account. I work on him with like his music and stuff because he has an iPod, blah blah blah. I help him. I'm like an IT guy for him, and I grade papers for him, and that's it. There's no one in there to talk to. And then my last class is an English class. It's the last period of the day. No seniors want to be at school on the last period of the day, but I have to because my sister's there and I'm her ride home, so I have to have that class. And it's the only class with seniors there, and it's a really, really quiet class. It's a really small class too, with only 20 students. And in high school, we're kind of used to like almost 40 kids per class. But yeah, so in this case, there's hardly anyone in there. Okay, that's really stupid. Blake was the one who initiated the battle, and he didn't freaking collect, and Blaze did. That is such bullcrap. Blaze hopped into the battle way later, and he collected, and Blake didn't. That's a pisser. Alright, let's do a little mix up on the realm here. But yeah, so if you guys can tell, I just haven't really had the approach on girls this semester of school. So it's just that, I don't know, it's just the way it is. So yeah, that's the way it is. Kind of sucks, kind of does, I'm not gonna lie. But because of this weird situation where I went to this little Mexican market, I met this girl, and it just worked out in that way. So I'm not even completely confirmed on everything that's happening, because we've texted each other for the past couple of days, right? But it wasn't like anything too serious, you know. I haven't even like spoken to her about senior ball since then. And yeah, that's just kind of the way it is. And I feel like I I don't want to sound cocky, but I feel like I deserve so many more subscribers because I talk to you guys at such an intimate level. I'm so personal with you guys, and most YouTubers, there's some YouTubers who haven't even done a face reveal and they have like 1 million subscribers, you know? So, I don't know, I don't know, I feel like I put in so much effort into this, I don't get much out of it, but you know, that's just the way YouTube is. And even if we don't get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2016, I know eventually I will, okay? I'm gonna keep putting in effort into it. I haven't given up yet, and it's been almost a year, like, I think, what is it, 8 months, maybe? Something like that. And it's supposed to, or it's predicted that we're gonna get 4,900 subscribers on our 1-year anniversary, and I know for a fact that we can beat that, you guys. I know for a fact that we can get 6,000 or more. We can get more than 6,000 with the support we have in this community. I remember the days, it was like back in the Crocotopia days when I first got a microphone. I didn't know what to talk about in the road to 110s, and you guys gave me advice. And I don't even think it was you guys. It was like my original subscribers, who most of them aren't even here anymore. But they told me like things to talk about, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's some good advice, right? But yeah, so back in those days, I didn't know how long to make my videos. I didn't know what to talk about. I was just a nervous wreck. You know, I was really nervous to talk to, and we've come a long way since then. That's for sure. That is for freaking sure. Now I just, sometimes I plan out what I'm going to talk about in these 4 to 110s before I start the video, and sometimes I just hop on here and I just pop up what goes through my mind. Like right now, I'm speaking from the heart. You know, this isn't planned out. There's no script in front of me. Some videos I try to script out, so I have a basis and understanding of what I'm talking about before I get engaged, right? But some I don't. And it's kind of like, it reminds me of Martin Luther King's speech. If you don't know who Martin Luther King is, how do you not know who he is? He gave a speech, the I Have a Dream speech, the most popular one of all time. That speech, some of the significance of it is that the first part of it was scripted, right? But the second part, like towards the end, the last 10 minutes, he like put his paper down and he went from his heart. And I feel like that was such a powerful message, you know, and I kind of learned from that. And in addition, after the day after Martin Luther King was assassinated, some weird thing happened. Let me go back actually a little bit. So we know John F. Kennedy, his name is, you know, also known as JFK. He was assassinated in '63. Now, he was one of our best presidents we've ever had. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on who you ask, but he was assassinated in '63. Really, really sad. It was just an awful thing. And then you fast forward 5 years, in 1968, Martin Luther King gets assassinated. And the day after, Robert F. Kennedy, which was JFK, John F. Kennedy's brother, who probably most people would actually have suspected would have been a better president than JFK. It was said that he just sorry, I got distracted there. It was said that he would be a better president, right? So he was the New York senator during this time, and he gave one of the possibly noted as one of the best speeches in American history. I think the 3 best speeches are the Mindless Menace, I Have a Dream speech, and the Jesus, what's the one? The Gettysburg Address by Abraham Lincoln. Those are the 3 supposed greatest American speeches of all time, right? And what I find so interesting about it is that one of those was by a president, the other 2 were by civil rights activists, and you know, because Robert F. Kennedy wasn't really a civil rights activist, but he wanted to pass so much stuff to give equal rights to everyone, and he gave a speech that, like, I could tear up watching it. I might even link it in the description because it's so good. It's about, like, just the equality of everyone in America, and how after Martin Luther King was assassinated, he said, you know, all the African Americans, you guys could be, I know you're filled with hatred and anger, and you could choose to go the path to seek revenge and continue the path of hatred and anger, or you could choose to go the other path, and which is to continue Martin Luther King's message in peace, continue to work with equality instead of filling yourselves with revenge. You know, don't try and revenge his death, just continue his legacy. And man, Robert F. Kennedy, he said that from the heart so much, like you could feel it, anyone could feel it. And what I respected so much about that speech was that he went to the heart of an African American ghetto to give this speech on the back of a flatbed truck in front of all these people who could have easily assassinated him. And he gave this beautiful, beautiful speech. Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. And the saddest part about all of this is that 60 days after that, he was assassinated. So JFK was assassinated, MLK was assassinated, and RFK were all assassinated. All ending in K, that's pretty weird. Yeah, it's just, and Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. So all three of the people who I said gave the best speeches of all time. Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King Jr., Robert F. Kennedy, and John F. Kennedy gave a great speech too, the mission to the moon speech. All four of those guys were all assassinated. That is so depressing. Like, just think about how sad that is. I'm just going on a rant right now. Like, you guys could probably care less, honestly. I don't know why I'm still talking about that, but the reason I was going to say this is because I don't know if you guys like Donald Trump. I don't really get into politics like on my YouTube channel, obviously, but I really just I don't really like him. I'll just give my opinion right now. I think he's kind of a jerk, but you know, he has some ideas that seem like they might be good things, but there's no way it's gonna happen. And for the most part, he seems like a complete moron. But you know, we can't really trust him in office. But I want to give a speech, and I was gonna make like a little parody out of it, because you can make any speech sound super good and dramatic by putting in like dramatic cinematic trailer music in the background, and that's such a true fact. And I was gonna make like a little parody out of it with and without music in the background to show how funny it is. But yeah, but in all honesty, you guys, I feel like, what's the word? I feel like it's important to note that, I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't have much to talk about today, so I might make my next video tomorrow. Usually I try to make both of them today, but, yeah, I might make it tomorrow. What did that guy just say? Holy crap. Okay, so Blake finally got it. Jesus. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video real quick. I'm not sure if I'll make the next video right now or when, but maybe I can try and pull it off right now, because I have some other news I'm going to talk about in the next video, and yeah, that kind of stuff.
Enter the Black Palace, find Councillor Rassic, and take him to the Queen.
So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please pop a thumbs up. Go ahead and answer any questions I talked about in this video. Make sure you guys do note that I really wanted you to watch the vlog. So if you made it this far in the video, comment that you made it this far in the video. I want to know who's my real subscribers and who's not. If you guys are like 24 minutes into this video, you guys are freaking awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, go watch that vlog, you guys. Comment on it. Give it some support. I really will appreciate it. And we'll see you on Critical Guides and this channel in a couple days.